In a sun-dappled corner of an enchanted forest, nestled amongst moss-covered stones and whispering ferns, lived a tiny kitten named Pip. Pip wasn't like the other forest creatures. While squirrels busied themselves with nuts and rabbits hopped through clover patches, Pip, with his fur as white as fresh snow and eyes the color of summer sky, was a dreamer. He spent his days chasing sunbeams and pouncing on imaginary foes, his heart full of a quiet courage that belied his small size. One misty morning, while exploring a part of the forest he'd never seen before, Pip stumbled upon a strange sight. Tucked within the hollow of an ancient, gnarled oak tree was an egg. But this was no ordinary bird's egg. It was much larger, shimmering with an otherworldly pearlescent sheen, and it was warm to the touch. It pulsed with a gentle rhythmic light like a tiny captured star. Curiosity overpowering caution, Pip nudged it gently with his nose. The egg wobbled and a tiny crack appeared on its surface. He watched, mesmerized, as more cracks spiderwebbed across the shell. With a final, soft pop, the egg broke open. And out tumbled not a bird, but a creature of pure magic. It was a baby dragon, no bigger than Pip himself. Its scales shimmered in 100 shades of emerald and gold. Its wings were like delicate, folded leaves, and a tiny wisp of smoke curled from its nostrils. The little dragon blinked its large, jewel-like eyes and let out a soft, questioning squeak. It looked lost, vulnerable, and utterly alone. Pip's heart, usually reserved for chasing butterflies, melted. He saw not a fearsome beast of legend, but a tiny baby, scared and in need of a friend. He crept closer and gave the little dragon a gentle lick on its snout. The dragon blinked again, then tentatively nudged Pip back. In that moment, an unspoken bond was formed. Pip had decided. This little dragon was his to care for. He would be its family. He named him Sparky for the little sparks that sometimes danced on his tongue when he sneezed. The first few days were an adventure in themselves. Pip, using all his kitten instincts, tried to figure out what a baby dragon eats. He brought Sparky a wriggling worm, which Sparky sniffed at and then sneezed, accidentally char-grilling it to a crisp. He offered a juicy red berry, which Sparky nibbled and then promptly spat out, leaving a tiny smoking hole in a leaf. Pip was getting a little desperate. He remembered seeing older cats drink milk, so he bravely ventured to the edge of the forest, to a small farm he'd only ever watched from a distance. Under the cover of twilight, he managed to sneak a small saucer of milk. He carefully carried it all the way back to their oak tree home. Sparky eyed the white liquid curiously, then dipped his tongue in, his eyes lit up. He lapped it up eagerly, his tiny tail wagging back and forth. Pip felt a surge of pride. He had provided for his new friend. From then on, their diet consisted of a strange but happy mix of farm-fresh milk, roasted wild berries. Sparky eventually developed a taste for them once they were properly toasted, and the occasional magically cooked fish from the nearby stream. As the weeks turned into months, Pip and Sparky became inseparable. The forest was their playground. Pip taught Sparky the art of the pounce, though Sparky-esque landings were often accompanied by a cloud of startled smoke and the smell of singed grass. Sparky, in turn, discovered his own unique talents. When Pip couldn't reach a particularly tempting butterfly fluttering high in the air, Sparky would give a gentle puff, creating a warm updraft that lifted Pip just high enough to bat at it with his paws. Their games were a sight to behold. They'd play hide-and-seek among the giant mushrooms, Sparky's glowing scales sometimes giving away his hiding spot. They'd chase each other through fields of wildflowers, Pip a blur of white fur and Sparky a glittering streak of green and gold. Sometimes when Pip would curl up for a nap in a patch of sun, Sparky would lie beside him, his warm body a perfect living blanket. And when the nights grew cold, Sparky would curl his tail around Pip, breathing a soft, warm cloud of air into their hollow, making it the coziest home in the entire forest. The other forest animals, at first wary of the strange, scaly creature, soon came to accept Sparky. They saw the gentle way he played with Pip and the kindness in his big, bright eyes. The squirrels learned that Sparky's fiery sneezes were perfect for roasting acorns, and the rabbits found that his warm breath could quickly dry their burrows after a heavy rain. Sparky wasn't a monster. He was a friend. He was part of their community, all thanks to the courage and compassion of one little kitten. One day, a shadow fell over their peaceful corner of the forest. A large, menacing hawk, known for terrorizing the smaller creatures, spotted Pip playing alone in a clearing. The hawk swooped down, its talons extended, its sharp eyes fixed on the small white kitten. Pip froze, his fur standing on end. He was terrified. There was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He squeezed his eyes shut, bracing for the inevitable. But it never came. Instead, he heard a roar. It wasn't a big roar, but it was filled with a fierce, protective fire. Sparky, now a bit larger and stronger, had launched himself into the air. His small wings beat furiously as he flew right at the hawk, a plume of bright orange flame erupting from his mouth. The hawk, shocked and singed, squawked in alarm and veered away, quickly retreating to the sky and disappearing over the treetops, never to be seen again. Sparky landed, a little wobbly, next to Pip. He nudged his friend, a worried little rumble in his chest. Pip, trembling but unharmed, looked at Sparky with wide, adoring eyes. His small, scaly friend, the baby he had found in an egg, had just saved his life. He rubbed his head against Sparky's side, purring louder than he had ever purred before. It wasn't just friendship that bound them. It was family. They protected each other. As the years passed, Pip grew into a sleek and wise cat, and Sparky grew into a magnificent, though still quite friendly, young dragon. His scales were now the color of deep jade, his wings strong enough to carry them both on short flights above the forest canopy. They would soar over the trees, watching the world unfold below them. A patchwork of greens and browns, a river snaking like a silver ribbon. Pip would hold on tight, the wind in his whiskers, feeling the thrill of the sky. Their home in the old oak tree was well known throughout the forest. It became a place of wonder and safety. Creatures from all over would sometimes visit, drawn by the stories of the cat and the dragon who were brothers. They were a living legend, a testament to the fact that love and friendship can be found in the most unexpected of places between the most unlikely of souls. Pip, a little kitten who dreamed of adventure, had found the greatest adventure of all, a magical friendship that would last a lifetime. And Sparky, the lost dragon, had found something even more precious than treasure or flight. He had found a home, all thanks to the brave and loving heart of a tiny white kitten. And they lived, side by side, forever the best of friends. Thank you so much for watching this magical story with us. If you enjoyed the tale of Pip and Sparky, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming adventures. Let us know in the comments what you think. Can a kitten and a dragon truly be best friends? We think so. See you in the next story.